All right. It's that time, everyone. It's that time for another edition of Marilyn's Cafe Society Radio right here on YouTube. Welcome to the Wednesday edition. It is the 15th day of July 2020. How's your week going? It's midweek. We're all hanging in there, right? Yeah, I tell you, and it has been summer. We cannot complain about this summer, right? Whether, you know, last summer I recall that it took so long for it to start getting hot. And of course, this summer we are experiencing the heat, and I'm enjoying it for a change. You know, I know how to go cool myself off when I need to, though, and I hope you are enjoying summer as well. Of course, practicing social distancing and being safe and all of that good stuff. So, having said all of that, let's go ahead and get into the Corona Crisis Update. As of 10 a.m. Central Time today, the world ticker is saying that there's 13.5 million cases compared to Saturday. Remember, we reported there were 12.7 million cases, and as of today, just under 583,000 deaths compared to Saturday. There was 550,000 deaths. And thank goodness, just under 8 million have recovered from this horrible thing. All right, here in the United States, we're still leading the world with just over 3.5 million cases and just under 140,000 deaths. By the way, 1.6 million folks have recovered from this thing here in the United States. Now, the other countries that are rounding up the top 5 include Brazil, India, Russia, and Peru. So, I don't know. You know, just listening to the reports, everyone is predicting doom and gloom for the fall and winter. I'm just ready for it to be over, and I just pray this thing away. Coronavirus, go back to where you belong right now. All right. So listen, if you're planning for more travel within the United States this summer, some states are requiring that you have more than just a face mask and some hand sanitizer to enter their state. Yeah, 18 states in total are requiring that you self-quarantine 14 days before you start moving around in their particular state. And of course, this is all depending on what state you're traveling into their state from. Of course, you know, the heavy hitters, the Arizonas, the Arkansas, and Alabamas, along with California, Florida, Georgia. You know, those hot states. If you're trying to go somewhere else and you're from those states, you're going to have to self-quarantine for sure. All right, but most everybody else will as well. So here are those states that you're going to have problem entering unless you adhere to their travel restrictions, meaning that you have to self-quarantine for 14 days upon arrival. You ready? Alaska, Connecticut, Florida, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Kansas, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Vermont, and Wisconsin. And apparently that's because they're doing so well and they don't want folks coming into their state spreading the virus, all right? So you might want to check into the particular city, county, or municipality that you're traveling to, because they may have even stricter requirements. All right, so check that out before you travel. Now keep in mind that the Center for Disease Control and Prevention is still advising against national travel as well as international travel. So again, check ahead before you jump in your cars and do what you're going to do. All right, so here's the big story that everyone's been talking about this morning, and of course that is the fact that Nick Cannon was fired by Viacom over comments that he made on his podcast entitled Cannon's Class. He allegedly openly espoused some anti-Jewish and divisive rhetoric, and the response from Viacom was, we're going to cancel his show. I believe it's, oh boy, what's the name of the show? Wild and Out. Wild and Out. Um, and it's still, last I checked, it's still not certain whether or not he's still going to be the host of The Masked Singer. But boy, he got dropped, and he's firing back. Now, the latest news on this is that Nick Cannon is now claiming that Viacom are the ones that are being divisive, not him, and he's requesting the full ownership of his show, Wild and Out. He said it was his creation, his idea. He helped made it become the billion-dollar income generator that it is, and he wants it. So he said that he has no hate in his body, but he refuses to allow hate and backdoor bullying to push him out. And so we're going to wait and see what happens. But I tell you, it's interesting times, right? Just when I'm not even going to say it, but it seems like every day there's something else. Yeah, so far he's still host, as far as we know. He's still host of The Masked Singer. I believe that's a Fox program. And of course he still has his podcast, Cannon's Class. And so, a lot of folks are in the wake of obviously the coronavirus, and then what happened with George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. A lot of folks all over the genre of talk, whether it's radio, podcasts, even television, have stepped up their rhetoric, so to speak, in the wake of the protests and everything, because folks are just tired of the racism. And it's just interesting to me that all these years in the history of talk radio, especially, all the hate and vile that came out of the mouths of those shock jocks over the years was not addressed. Well, there were a few examples, a few people who were made examples of, but for the most part, these people spewed this stuff out of their mouths for decades. And so it's just interesting. Is this another case of racism? Is Viacom/CBS showing their true colors and all of this? I didn't hear the podcast. I did go around to various other news outlets and caught little clips of conversation that Nick Cannon had on this particular edition of his Cannon's Class podcast. I didn't catch anything, but I will definitely go back if I can find the full podcast and take another listen and let you know what my thoughts are. And I'm hearing others who are reporting on this story say that they haven't come across any audio that shows him being anti-Semitic or speaking anti-Semitic rhetoric. So we'll see. We'll see. Well, with the exception of TMZ, I believe TMZ did call clips of the particular podcast clearly divisive and rhetoric, they said, from, quote, Minister Farrakhan. So that was one that did say that. So I'll take a listen for myself and see what I say. But I think it's interesting. I wish Nick Cannon well, and I'm sure he'll be fine. And we'll have to follow this to see if he does, in fact, walk away with the Wild and Out television program. Maybe he can land on another channel or with another media company. We'll see. All right, so in other news, today is tax day, everybody. So you must file your taxes. If you have not done so, you remember April 15th is the deadline in normal circumstances for filing your taxes. But due to the COVID-19 coronavirus situation, it got extended, pushed back to July 15th. So today is it. If you have not filed and cannot file yet, we recommend that you at least file for an extension so that you can get yourself together and get that done. Now, if you need more information on filing your taxes and the tax deadline and other options that may be out there, you can go to irs.gov, irs.gov for more information, all right? All right, and then there's a report out there that indicates that 5.4 million laid off workers lost their health insurance benefits between the months of February and May. That sucks, right? Oh boy. Well, we'll try to do some follow-up on that as well. And another controversial, well, not so controversial, but shocking story. I don't know if you guys received it, but I received the video clip last week, I believe, maybe a week ago. And a video clip of a white man and a white woman going into what appeared to be some kind of vending room, snack area, grabbing a black woman and beating her, basically. And, you know, a little short description that accompanied the video said something about that. I sure hope they find this couple who attacked this worker at a hotel because they didn't have running water or hot water or something in their room. So here's the story. Finally, a couple accused of assaulting a 59-year-old hotel worker in Mystic, Connecticut, while yelling racial slurs after complaining about the lack of hot water in their room, were arrested early Monday in Brooklyn, New York. Now, their names are Philip Sarner and Emily Orbe, ages 39 and 28 respectively, were extradited to Connecticut, where they face assault and other charges. Now, according to police, they have no permanent addresses on these two, but they are known to be based primarily in Nassau County on Long Island. Now, they are accused of attacking Crystal Caldwell, a black desk clerk, on June 26 at the Quality Inn in Mystic, Connecticut, where she worked as an employee and had been there for several years. Now, Caldwell has said the couple confronted her after complaining about the water temperature in their room. Her attorney, John Strafasi, said the couple, who happened to be white, attacked her twice and also called her a monkey. Now, the hotel surveillance video captured the attack, showing Sarner and Orbe approaching Caldwell while she was in that vending machine area and attacking her. After the attack, they walked away while two of Caldwell's co-workers attempted to comfort and help her. Now, according to the news reports in the Mystic, Connecticut area, the Caldwell, who is the employee, sustained a severe concussion as well as several injuries to her eyes, back, and knees. Now, Sarner is charged with second-degree and third-degree assault. Orbe is charged with third-degree assault, and they are both charged with intimidation based on bigotry and bias. Sarner and Orbe were released early Tuesday after posting bonds of $75,000 and $50,000 respectively. Their next court date is July 29th. Horrible story, right? I mean, if you'd seen the video, you would have cried. It was just horrible. They just ran in that room and just started beating her severely. So we'll see the outcome. We'll see what the outcome of that is, all right? All right, so let's line things up. On yesterday, Amazon, actually, I believe it was Monday, Amazon announced its latest experiment. It's a shopping cart that tracks your groceries as you add them. Now, it's called a dash cart, and this smart buggy can detect items you drop in using a scale, sensors, and a camera. And then when you exit the store through a special lane, it charges you. There's no need for a cashier. Now you can find the first rollout of this particular dash cart in Amazon's grocery stores in LA. I think the specific store is the Woodland Hills store later this year. Isn't that interesting? You can just, well, you know, initially the store was set up where you just grab a couple. I think the initial Amazon stores were sort of like quickie stores, convenience stores. You just grab your couple of items, and as you exit, they get scanned, and you can, the person shopping can charge it to their accounts. Sort of like this works, but this one is specifically for the grocery stores where you're going to be doing, you know, more heavier type shopping, where you would need a shopping cart. And so again, this is just astounding to me. It's amazing how you just drop the merchandise into the buggy and it automatically scans it. If it's items from the fresh fruits and vegetables section, you just put it on the scale that's in the cart, and it you know, weighs it and tallies up the cost and everything. And again, as you move through the particular lane that you need to go through in the store, it charges you. And I guess you have this all set up already if you shop at the Amazon stores on what debit or credit card you want to use. But they're removing the need for a cashier in this particular case. Technology gets more and more advanced every day, right? Every day. Amazon is just, you know, they're just positioning themselves to be the leader and just about everything, in technology, of course, and online shopping, just about any and everything you could ever think of that you might need. You can go to Amazon and possibly find it online. And now they're in the grocery store business. It's just amazing. All right, so we'll see later this year. We'll wait and see how that rolls on. I'm sure there may be some little glitches and things that they need to kind of smooth out and work out, but this sounds amazing to me. All right, and lastly, did you see the new Ford Bronco? They brought the Ford Bronco back, and man, I tell you, it was unveiled in a multi-platform online event on Monday, and you can go back, just Google Bronco, and you'll see the video clip of these amazing new SUVs. Now, obviously they're competing with the Jeep Wrangler here, and so they have 8 different packages, so to speak, that you can purchase, or levels of the Bronco, I should say. 8 different levels of the Bronco that you can purchase, and I'm telling you, it's a nice vehicle if you like that sort of thing. You know, here in the Midwest, we don't have as many mountains and terrains and rocky roads and things of that nature that this particular vehicle, like the Jeep, was built for. But if you just like the look of these Jeep-like trucks, you're gonna love this new Bronco. It's amazing, and there's a nice backstory to the design of this Bronco. Apparently, the granddaughter of the original designer of the first Ford Bronco back in 1966, I believe is the year, 1965, 1966, is the designer for this new one. So it's nice. Yeah, you can Google that. It should pop up online as well. So anyway, check it out. The Ford Bronco is coming back. They went away for what, 25 plus years, and so they're coming back. And I think it's gonna blow itself out the water. In fact, I did read that there were very limited number of these vehicles made, and I believe they have already sold out. But there is potential for you to make some reservations or do some pre-ordering for the 2021 editions. So again, go to Ford.com or Bronco. Just Google Bronco and all that information should pop up. All right, all right. Well, that's it. Are you ready for the laugh of the day with Think and Laugh Daily? Well, here it is. What do bees chew? What do bees chew? You're correct. Bumble gum. I'll tell you. All right, I just have to humor myself sometimes. I hope you get the little humor out of it as well. All right, so listen, guys, if you need to promote your business, product, service, brand, persona, whatever it is, and especially if you want to do it in conjunction with our annual Christmas giveaway that we start in October, just drop an email to producer@marilynscafesociety.com for more information. And remember, if you want to find us on social media, we're on Twitter, Marilyn's Cafe Social, Facebook, Marilyn's Cafe Society, as well as Marilyn's Cafe Society website, and blog, which is at wordpress.com. And of course, right here on YouTube. Love is, God dog it. Did I drop it? I had a love is for today. Should I leave the camera and go get it? All right, I won't do that. But we'll make up for it on Saturday, all right? Okay, well, I think that's it, folks. Remember, if you don't do anything else for the rest of the week, be sure that you live, you laugh, and you love. And let's keep the fight going, all right? Let's keep the fight going. Enough is enough. All right, as always, it's been a pleasure and a privilege. And we'll talk again right here on Marilyn's Cafe Society on Saturday. Peace, everybody. Continue to enjoy summer. Stay safe, social distance, wear your mask, wash your hands, all that good stuff. All right, peace out.